to live within your means and still be successful. How to live within your means and still be successful. Let me just say this. We live in a world whereby a lot of things are causing us to live above our means. Number one, it could be your environment, where you're living. You see, look at the kind of house you're living inside. At your age, you're not supposed to live in this kind of house. You're supposed to be living in a flat somewhere. You're supposed to be living in a duplex somewhere. And at the end of the day, they cost you to go and borrow money and pay house. Now, when that rentage expires, you cannot continue. Another thing is this: the kind of food you eat. Is it the kind of food you eat at your age? I can't eat without fish. Me, I cannot eat without meat. Not one day. That's what people will be telling you. Let me tell you, until you enter somebody's house, before you actually know the way they live their life, until you actually stay with somebody. We live in a world whereby people can do what they call packaging. People can pretend. But the reality is only when you stay with them before you know the reality. That's why this morning I'm talking about how to live within your means. How to live within your budget and yet you are successful. Number one has to be what? Understanding where you are coming from. You need to understand where you are coming from. Before you start trying to choke up yourself to live like somebody else, you have to understand where you're coming from. The kind of background you're coming from. The kind of family you're coming from. For example, you can be coming from a family whereby your mother does not have anything. Your mother is dependent on you. Your father has nothing. Your father is dependent on you. Or maybe you are not paying the school fees of your junior brothers. And understand that if I know where I'm coming from, therefore I need to stay within my means. So that in case a problem comes up, I could still have savings that will solve that problem. That's why I encourage you to always save your money. Always have savings. It should not be that anytime you have a problem, you call me. No, you should have savings that when there's a problem, you can use that money first, even before calling me. Live within your means. If there's a kind of food you want to eat and your money is not up to that standard, eat what your money can afford. If you go to the market, you want to buy a dress and your money is not up to buy that dress, than for you to borrow the dress, then go and be paying later. Buy the one your money can afford. That is my life. That's why I'm very simple. That's why when I walk around, nobody will point anything that you are owing me. Do you know why? Because when I get to the market, I buy what my money can afford. I don't buy flat screen television because somebody else is having flat screen television. If you care, I have to go and buy, but I don't want to have that big logo like that. I'll go and buy it because that's what my money can afford. If you know where you are coming from as a person, there is no reason why you should live above your means. Live within your means and yet you'll be successful. Do you know why? Because you still have savings. When you live within your means, you make your family to understand that this is my budget. Let's live within this budget and you partition it. You see that you live a happy and a comfortable life. There are some of you that collect good salaries at the end of the month, but you have zero savings. Because all your money is in your stomach and yet you're owing rentage. Because all your money is here. Number two, way to live within your means. You must identify where you are going to. If you know exactly where you are going to, it will push you to live within your means. Let's say in the next 5 years' time, you want to have a project, you want to have a company, you want to run a real estate. Now, you must understand that if in 5 years' time I have to achieve this dream, then I have to save more money to achieve that dream. You have to understand that if in the next 5 years' time you want to achieve, for this current situation that I am right now, 5 years from now, my child will be in the university and that will cause you to do what? To save more money. So you must understand where you are going to. As a person, understand where you are going to. Don't be pushed by the factors around you. If you understand where you are going to, you will be focused. Even when other expenses, that's why when I go to the market, sometimes I'll write my list on the things I want to buy. All of a sudden, I'll just see a damn fruit and I'll be like, hey, other fruit, you there, yeah? But you know what? I always make sure when I write my list, let me put small over. Because I know that when I go to the market, I'll see those small things that can distract me. But those over should not overgo me above my budget. Yes. Sometimes you go to the market, just see this nice nice pair of shoe and you are tempted to buy it, as long as it's not in my budget, that shoe, I'll come my eye and I'll pass. Because I will not be tempted to use money that will come and regret later. So you identify where you are going to and where you are right now. Where you are right now is simply your current situation, your current financial situation, your current financial state of life. Number 3, you need to understand that you are not in competition with anybody in this life. If you need to live within your means, you must understand that you are not in competition with anybody in this life. Not people who build house first, not people who buy car first. In life, you don't compare with anybody. Today you might be the latest car owner. Tomorrow another person will be the latest. So don't compare with anybody else. The reason why a lot of people live above their means is because they compare. If you see your friend is buying this hair, you want to buy the hair. Your friend is buying this handbag, you want to buy the handbag. And when you check, they have 0 savings. When you try to compare yourself to other people, it will cause you to live above your means. It will cause you to live a life of debt. You know that in Cameroon, there are places whereby, or let me say out of the country, you can see a house, you like the house, you go to the bank, you deposit an amount of money, and then you buy the house. While you are staying in that house, you'll be paying the money small. Before you realize the money is finished. In Cameroon, tell me a bank that will do that to you. They will say, bring your land title, bring your land certificate, bring a collateral. You will say, bring all those things. Only the charges they will charge you. Before they didn't give you the loan. You will see that better go and work and live within your means. Yes, only the charges that they will charge you. They will charge you with charges that you only the charges the money to already buy land. Cameroon is not in that system. But because we are in Cameroon, we cannot be comparing our life to other people. There are people in this particular boya that they are from this they are students from these bush areas. They are here. When they come to boya, they behave like they don't use pit toilets. They behave like they don't smash the ground. And now you know them very well. But now you be looking at a friend, you're like, this is my friend, I know how. Now she's living big girl life, I want to live big girl life. You don't know what those people are doing to live that big girl life and that big boy's life. Don't compare yourself to other people because you don't know what they are doing. Try to live within your means, you will still be successful. When you live within your means, you will save money. But when you want to start comparing with people, it will cost you, number 1, to do the things you're not supposed to do. So you should not compare yourself with anybody. In this life, we are all passing. If you compare yourself with people until you put your hand in a bad place, if you close your eye today and you pass, they will bury you, life continue. Life not the finish, now we the finish. Don't allow competition to overtake you. I've said this here time and again. I am not in competition with anybody in this world. The only person I'm in competition with is myself. How can I be better than yesterday? There are 2 ways of competition. Let me just say this. There is negative competition and there is positive competition. Positive competition, when we look at the production of yesterday, you see that some people have 20 pieces. And I'm like, wow, today I will apply the law of average and also make 20 pieces. That is called positive competition. Not that you see planting, you say planting, it's your trouser. You bought it from where? Let me say I bought it from Munya. You bought it for how much? Say I bought it was 7.5. You say, you go show me the door, buy my own. And now you get to the place now, you buy it. Money to eat at the end of the day, you don't have it. Your electric bill, you have not paid. Your water bill, you have not paid. To come to the office the next day, you don't have transport. But you have used all your money to buy because you wanted the planting. You think that you're the only one that can wear this trouser. Victor can wear this trouser, I must buy it. This life, there are people that have been working since before you. They have been working since and have been saving their money. Maybe it's time for them to enjoy their money. But you are still in your own season of working hard and you want to compare with them. Are you excited? Yeah. Yes! There are people that have been working hard and been saving their money. Maybe now it's time for them to enjoy. And you guys just start working today, you want to compare with them. Yawa go gas. Number 4, which is my last point. I said everyone will want to shame you in one way or the other for the lifestyle you choose. But let me tell you the truth. Nobody will pay your bills for you. People will look at you. At your age, you are living in a one-room house. Oh, I cannot. My level, I live in an apartment. I cannot live in one-room house. That person is telling you I cannot live in one-room house like you, shaming you. But the person cannot pay your rentage. Yes, the person cannot pay your rentage. Somebody be like, hey, look at the kind of way you are dressing. Me, I cannot dress like this. See, but the person cannot purchase those dresses for you. Don't allow what the society is saying to enter you. But what are you saying is what is more important. You might not have the money today to live that life, but when you walk towards it, you have the money. I encourage everybody, live within your means. That's why some of you have small financial problems. Because you go to where they are selling food, you have your 200 francs to eat pop and beans. Because you see your friend eating a plate of arrow for 1,000. You see, borrow me 1,000, I'll give you a fish. You fish now, at the end of the day, you didn't make extra to pay the person, but problem don't start. But you would have just taken your puff for your beans, it's okay. But now, no, you want to compare. You want to compare. Another form of comparison, you know you want to go to your town today, but you don't have money. You go follow somebody borrowing money, you go there. To pay that is problem. Because you are going to be a town, I need I must show you have a town. I must. There is positive competition, there is negative competition. Positive competition will help you achieve greatly in life, but negative competition will help you live a bigger life with an empty pocket. You know those people that always wash their shirts, iron their shirts, wash their trousers, iron number 50, you know them like okay. You know them? No call my name. No call my name. But you know